friends! So today's video is a little different from videos I've uploaded in the past, but to be honest, the big reason for that is that my life looks a little different than it did back then. I embarked on a fitness journey about a year ago and it completely transformed my life. I didn't even realize that I was really embarking on this journey until about a month in, when I was able to see the benefits that were happening to my life from working out consistently, not just physically but mentally as well. But that's a whole other video for another time. For today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I've been working on this past year, which has been running. Something that's important to note is that I do not enjoy running. I've never been really good at it, and if I'm being totally honest, I have completely avoided it most of my life. Even within this fitness journey, I successfully avoided it for about 7 months or so until my trainer had me run uphill for just 30 seconds and it took me 2 minutes to recover. And that's when it became very apparent that it was something that I needed improvement on. But even then, I was so dramatic about it and did not want to do it. I wasn't really motivated beyond the fact that I knew I wasn't that great at it and I needed to improve upon it. That was until back in December, my friend Colin and I were back home for the holidays and we went to our local Goodwill and we found these shirts. So these shirts are the shirts that our middle school PE department gave out to students that were successfully able to run a mile in under 8 minutes. And shocking to believe, I know, I never earned one, but I so badly wanted to. I just knew I was not good at running, and Colin hadn't earned one either. So we decided to purchase these shirts so that we could finally earn them. So Colin has already earned his. I will point out though, he was far more along on his running journey than I was, but still, it's very impressive. I'm very proud of him. But I knew this was going to take some time for me, so I have made it my goal for 2020 that by the end of the year, I want to be able to run a mile in less than 8 minutes. And if I'm being totally honest, I don't know if I'm going to achieve this goal, but it's been something I've been working on since January. To be candid about it, my plan of attack for how I was going to go about this took a total change back in March when our state went into safer at home mode, but you know, that's life, it happens. So my main goal for how I was going to go about it has remained the same, in that once a week I want to focus on running. I try to switch up my cardio and what I do every day so that my body doesn't just adjust to it and I can focus on different points. And so running once a week was always the plan. Originally, I was running at the gym on this device called a Woodway, which is a self-powered treadmill that's at a curve, and I was very dramatic and I was like, this is the only way I run, this is how I actually like enjoy running. And even then, I'm still pretty miserable about it, but I refuse to do it any other way. I also had originally planned to run outside once a month, but I just hadn't gone around to it the first few months because it was really cold outside and it was raining and I was making excuses. So then in March, that really did shift. I realized the only way I was going to be able to run was doing it outside, so I had to just suck it up and do it. And I figured out that if I ran the perimeter of my block 4 times, it was about the same distance of a mile. So that's what I began doing. So back in March, I began running a mile once a week, and I still didn't enjoy it. It's really tough for me. It's still something I'm struggling with, but I know I've improved, not just because I can see the time has gone down significantly, which is really cool to see, but also when I'm running, I know I'm, one, running better, just my form has improved, and also breath support wise, it's drastically improved. Like, I was barely even doing like a jog when I first started, and now I can actually get in some sprints there, and I just feel really proud of myself for sticking with this. So I'm now 6 months into this goal, and I decided there's no better time to finally run a mile on the track to just see where I'm at. So that's what I'm doing today, and I'm really nervous about it. I'm bringing my younger brother along to record it, but also this is the first time anyone I know is going to witness me running, and I'm like, oh great, because very dramatic. I don't know what I look like when I run. I just picture that I'm gonna look like Phoebe from that episode of Friends. Not so much with the arms flailing, but with like my legs. I just feel like they're gonna be all over the place and a hot mess. But what can you do? I'm interested to see what my official mile time will be. I know just in running around my block, it's a little bit more than a mile, and I have been able to bring it down by a few minutes, which is really cool. But the official time is gonna really like set the tone for the remainder of this year. Also really important to note, I do not run the entire mile. I can't do that physically. I'm just not there. So I do what's called conditional running, where you sprint and then you do walking and then you sprint and do walking. My sprint is not really a sprint, it's more of like a speedier jog, because as we've mentioned, just not great at running. So the thing I've been trying to improve on is picking up my speed, not only when I'm running, but when I'm walking as well, not to just like draw that whole part out, because that's what really increases my time and trying to decrease that, but also just knowing my body, and if it's in pain, to not force it to do anything it doesn't want to do. So yeah, let's go to the track and see how this turns out. Oh man. I still ask myself, why am I doing this? No one's making me do this. Because I'm determined. When I set a goal for myself, I follow through. So this is all my fault. I'm waiting for the stroller to run by and then I'll start talking. Alright, so we're here at the track and I'm feeling a little bit nervous because there's people here and, you know, it's a nerve-wracking thing for me. I made sure to drink water beforehand, which also makes me worried that I might have to pee because that just happens naturally also. Also, I feel like it's important to acknowledge that since March, every time I've left my home, I've chosen to wear a mask, which does include when I do go running. I just think that it's the responsible thing to do. It very likely is probably affecting my quality of run and my run time, but you know what? At the end of the day, maybe once all of this is said and done, I'll be able to run without a mask and my time will drastically improve, and then I'll feel way better about myself. So I just think it's a small sacrifice to make. This is the one I use. It's from Athleta. It's been my favorite to run in. I've tried a few different ones, so that's my recommendation in case you were looking for one. Anyways, enough stalling. Let's do this. I'm waiting for this guy to go. Keep going.
I thought this was the last lap.
It is, but it doesn't say it's been a mile. So I gotta run a little bit more. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did it. So this is the first time all I did was just like a full set mile. I don't think my time improved, but it might be because one, it's later in the day, it's a little bit hotter, but oh my gosh, I started cramping so much. I didn't end it right on the mark, but 12 minutes and 24 seconds. When I first started running a mile, it was closer to like 16 minutes. So already an improvement for sure. But now we know where we're at 6 months, so it's definitely possible to still bring it down to under 8 minutes, but oh man, it's a lot of hard work ahead of me still, so yeah. So basically I messed up, and the way I track my running is on my watch through the workout app, and I accidentally clicked indoor run instead of outdoor run, which might not make any difference at all, but since the whole point of me running on the track is to try and get the most accurate time, I figured I should do it again but using the outdoor run to like get a more precise idea of where I'm at with this. And since I'm running once a week anyways, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't want to do it. I actually have two things working in my favor, at least today. It's about 10 degrees cooler today than it was last time, and I drink coconut water beforehand, which should help me with my cramping, which is part of the reason I have to like stop in between each sprint, is because I start to cramp up. So hopefully that won't be as painful and I can be quicker on that. But yeah, here we go. Another mile on the track. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's get the playlist going.
I'm getting you sweet B-roll.
Thank you. Got the music playing. Should get a sip of water.
Water's for winners.
What?
Water's for winners.
So I can't drink it yet?
No.
Here we go. Alright, gotta make sure I do the right one. Look, here, okay. See? That's where I messed up last time. Let's do it.
You appeared to stop there for a second and sit down for a minute. What happened? Would you like to make an official statement at this time?
Leave me alone.
You can't hide from the truth. Can't hide from the truth.
I suck at this.
Aren't you done?
Official time, 11 minutes, 8 seconds. Definitely better than last time. Oh my God. That's the best I've ever run it. I feel good. I feel tired. I need to walk it out so I don't cramp. Could you hear me just being like half, like, back and forth.
Can I go now?
So, my official time right now for my halfway point is 11 minutes, and I'm gonna say about 6 seconds because I like waited a few seconds to actually like stop the time because I was just so excited that I had finished it and that I beat my time. I didn't think, oh right, stop it so you can track it. So that's really good progress. That means I only have to shave off 3 minutes, and that also means that since I started this, I've shaved off about 5 minutes from my mile time. That's crazy. So yeah, I think I'm in good shape to reach an 8-minute mile by December if I stay on track. I think I want to make sure I'm doing more than just running a mile, about doing actual conditional work of like running for longer periods of time.
Yeah, it would be terrible if you hit 9 minutes and then you just plateaued and didn't progress any further.
Thanks. That's my brother. He has so much faith in me. Anyways, so thank you so much for watching. I'll keep you guys updated on my fitness journey, but until then, please make sure you like and subscribe. All right, bye. Still filming.
I didn't hear cut.
I'm so sorry. Cut.